I just wanna make note. A lot of people think I'm stupid. I'm really not smart enough to know that it requires a signature for a contract. I'm not smart enough to know that you have an obligation to protect my right to due process. And I'm not smart enough to read the Constitution to know that any school district that employs any incompetent teacher, yes, can get sued for the full amount of the insurability. So just so you know, I was not in Sequim, Washington on December 31st of 2015. Yeah. I was on the bus that morning. I wrote notes to myself. Now, a lot of people say only stupid people make notes. But when you consider the human mind, the short-term and long-term memory, yes, it's a lot easier, yes, to make a note where you were at 4 days after the alleged incident, yes, so as to be able to find the actual video surveillance camera footage, yes, to prove that I wasn't there on that day. Now, all of those that think I'm stupid, Sheriff, yes, because you must think I'm stupid to not know where I was. It's the same thing as the court telling a teacher, she must be stupid to not know that there was a day of hearing, a court date, a docketed day where there was a motion hearing. Now, anytime that you think America's teachers are stupid because you're a judge, you're an attorney, or you're as I said, there are a lot of people that think I'm stupid. And the state of Washington must have thought that that the court was smarter than the petitioner to not require her presence in court so as to acknowledge the order. Now, I know these judges, they're smarter than all of us. So, now this says, oh, look at here. Findings, the court, check all that apply, must issue the above orders and an order to surrender weapons because, yes, the first restraint is ordered above, and the court found on page 1 that the respondent had actual notice. Oh. Now there's Mr. Me, okay, Paul C. Budnick, the father of 5 sons, so stupid as to say, well, actually, the respondent didn't have actual notice. But this is not a contractual obligation on the part of the state of Washington. You can issue court notices where they're fraudulent statements, yes, because you're the judge and you know what's best for a teacher that has a teaching certificate, yes, and an individual that used to be a financial consultant. You're so smart. I'm the stupid one. She's the stupid one. And you're the really smart judicial system that decided to lie about me receiving an actual notice. Now, you say there's no obligation for actual notice after the seventh or eighth protection order you issued? Pooch, we talked about that, didn't we? You remember that court order of expungement? Yes, where I don't have an arrest record? Yes. Did you admit that as the court record that the individual known as Paul C. Budnick had no court record, had no arrest record, had no mental illness, had no drug or alcohol history? But you said I represented a credible threat. Now, for the mentally incompetent teacher of the state of Washington, why is it that she did not believe I? I know. She's the stupid teacher that they certified as being insurable. And then we were intimate partners. Just so you know, it's been over 7.5 years. And at that time, it was more than 4 years. You said that, well, you believed what she said, didn't you? We were not married in Kosovo, and there's no problem dissolving United Nations marriage certificate. You called me the stupid one for knowing where I was married at. Why don't you keep calling me stupid, okay? Because you're the smart sheriff's department. You're the smart judges. You know what's best for the citizens of the United States. Now, when you did not give me actual notice of the dissolution of marriage, right, you believed that she had mailed it, but for some reason, I never got it. And then when you issued it, I'm the stupid one. for not noticing. I didn't know. Are you upset? You thought, I know. It's really easy for me to act mentally ill and mentally defective, but it's impossible for you to act that way. Unless, of course, you considered exactly what I just said. You would be mentally ill, mentally defective for issuing a court order that a mentally ill or mentally defective teacher in the state of Washington did not want.